Stay. Stay with me this time. Jonas ran. Down the stairs, through the lobby, out into the storm. He ran until his lungs burned. He never returned. Weeks later, hotel staff reported his abandoned belongings. Investigators searched room 313. They found the room untouched, as though no one had stayed there in years. But on the bed lay a new photograph. Jonas, caught mid-turn, fleeing the room. Behind him, sitting on the bed, was the pale man from the earlier photo. His head slightly tilted, his grin faint, his eyes following Jonas as he ran. And beneath the photo, written in shaky handwriting, were 3 words. He came back.
The second story begins far from the city, in a place where the coastline is colder than the water itself. A place where the wind tastes like iron. It begins inside an old, isolated building known to travelers only by the faded letters on its crooked sign. The Hollow Hotel. Most people drove past without slowing down. The structure leaned a little, as if one good storm could finally push it into the sea. The windows were dark even at noon, and the porch light was always on, no matter the time of day, casting a weak cone of yellow onto the cracked stone steps. Thomas Arden didn't plan to stay there. His car had overheated somewhere along the desolate coastal road, and by the time he coaxed it back to life and saw the hotel in the distance, the sun had already fallen behind a wall of low clouds. He wasn't afraid of driving at night, but something about the road ahead, the way it narrowed and disappeared into fog, made the hotel look like a better option than continuing. He parked beside a rusted truck that looked abandoned. There were no other cars. The wind hit him as soon as he stepped out. It was sharp and metallic, like breathing in cold coins. The hotel's front door stood half open. No sound came from inside. He stepped into the lobby and was met by a smell that wasn't quite dust, not quite mold. It was closer to the scent of old clothes shut in a wardrobe for too long, holding on to the air of another time. The floorboards beneath the thin carpet creaked softly under his weight. There was a reception desk to the right, but no one behind it. A tarnished bell sat on the counter. Thomas pressed it. The chime rang out, clear and bright, and then dissolved into a strange sort of echo that seemed to come back from deeper inside the hotel, slightly delayed, as if the building took a moment to decide whether to answer. After a few seconds, a man appeared from a side door. He was in his 50s, with gray hair combed neatly back and a black vest over a white shirt that had yellowed at the collar. His name tag was crooked and scratched, but the name was still readable: Henry.